Tony's mod time, it's mod time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod time!
Welcome to Mod Time with Tony for May 24th. A bunch going on today. Let's get right to it. We got starting with updates. We got the precision farming update. Mulching and rolling again have a yield impact, so that is good as a fix. Fix strong display of expected yield, another good fix. Oilseed radish now increasing nitrogen by 25 kilos per hectare, so oilseed is back. Influence of single fields to the total environmental scores now depending on the field size, so it's going to be a ratio. A small field is not going to overly impact a large field. Fixed issues, well, no fields have been owned yet. Fixed invisible doors on the shed. Environmental score with soybeans, which is good. Nitrogen requirements of grass. Sprayers with spot spraying. Equipped when only spray fertilizer in spots where needed. It's good. And starting to use precision farming on old save games, the fertilized state of the field is translated into more initial nitrogen. So that's good. If you got precision farming, you're going to need to update this. It does have some good fixes. It is a good piece of equipment to have. You got to get it updated. Starting with our updates. Let's get to those. Seed production by Zottlezak. This changes the correct mod description. Before this had his fertilizer production description. Now it is changed to the seed production, so it's accurately represented in the Modhub. Well done, Zottlezak. We love his stuff. Heavy metal rollers. Due to the great impracticality, rollers in the roller and grassland care categories have been unified into one. So you need to buy one, and it can be used for rolling fields and meadows without any switching or configuration. Pretty neat. Get the baler package with the Lizard R90. Added 2 new balers, a New Holland and a Case version. Increase the working speed to 20 kilometers per hour, which we always love. And configuration decals. The Lizard TRA 500. Added the optional colors for cover and a bumper. 3 different rims added. 7 more tire models. The option of 8 different camouflages. And brake, clutch, key, throttle, and light activation animations. There are some cool camo colors in there. Updated T25A and the T30A80. Added simple IC and bugs fixed. Indiscriminate bugs. We don't know what they are. Updates to a couple of Deutz FARs. Series 7. Model faults, flickering decals, wheel weights with original Deutz weights, added simple IC, beacon lights as a configuration, back fenders and warning signs are now standalone configurations, added lights to the mirrors, which is kind of weird. Interior light color is now white, and the Warrior versions by default now have LED headlights and added precision farming. For the Series 9, the same stuff. I like that they're adding the Compact Pros for the Precision Farming DLC on these tractors. So you can use a wide variety of tractors for your precision farming. We got Small Vehicle Workshop. Added a repaint function, which is pretty cool. Do it all now. Fix it, repair it. Next up, we got new stuff. We got the Beehive. It is 500 bucks. It is 150 liters. It is all platforms. We got pallet storage. Another Omatana mod. Large pallet is 20 million liters for 20 grand. 3X medium pallet is 2 million for 10,000. Small pallet is 500,000 liters for 5 grand. You get a product transporter, 15,000 liters for 5 grand, and your large one is 50,000 liters for 10 grand. See those bottom 2 pictures? Those are your specialized product transporters. You need those for these to work. This is all platforms as well. We got larger capacity pallets. With the patch today, we're not going to do anything about the patch, but you can read it yourself. The patch limits, or pallet limits, have been increased. This will help as well. These pallets replace the production pallets from the base game with a 5x larger capacity and unloading speed to indirectly bypass the pallet limit. Now these only work with the bread, the cakes, the butter, the furniture, the fabric, clothes, all those, the strawberries. but you do have more quantity in your pallets, so more product, same amount of pallets, beats the pallet limit. Pretty neat. Again, all platforms. We got the Pottinger Schwadkriesel 300. I don't know how to say that. It is $3,650. Requires 35 horsepower, and it is a 3-meter windrower. We got the Z234. This is a belt rake from the Polish company Agromet. It is PC only. It is a tedder. This will TED. You got to purchase the extra flap for $100. The tedder is $1,100. If you connect the flap, you can TED and then swath, which is pretty neat. Got the Lizard AM. Hook lift tipper. So this is a hook lift tipper. Goes with your IT runners. It is 59,500. Requires 300 horsepower. So you attach that to the back of your semi, and you can do a hook lift off the back of your semi. We got the Tenostroge ETK 400. This is PC only as well. It is $5,000. It is a tipper. Capacity from 4,000 to 11,000. Three-way tipper. Decal and color configurations. It is a pretty neat small trailer. I like it a lot. We got the Plantation trailer. It is $28,000. It is a log trailer. Not much else to say about it. It's a pretty neat looking log trailer. Look it on your semi. Looks like you got 2 bunks. Maybe you can adjust those. Next we got Dutes Far balers. You got a round, you got a square. The round is 57.5, requires 80 horsepower. The square is 164 grand, requires 165 horsepower. So if you like your branding, you want to keep your Deutz all together, you got 2 new options here. Got the Gerstad pack. These are some buckets. You got the light material, 6,500 liters for $9,600. The grading bucket, 3 grand for 1,355 liters. The large grading bucket is 6 grand for 3,500 liters. And you got a couple of lifts as well. These are all platforms. CBT 1105. This is PC only. It is $22,370. 105 or 130 horsepower. It goes 28 miles an hour. 2 different wheel options. It is a nice small tractor. Kind of neat. It's Brazilian. We got the Steyr Terrace CBT Gen 2 from 2022. Goes from 273 to 313 horsepower. 50 kilometers an hour. 231,400. Not cheap, but it is a Steyr. They're nice tractors. It's pretty cool. Next. Lastly, the Lizard 560. You got a forwarder and a harvester. 130 grand, 75 horsepower for both. The larger one is 145 grand, so you have a 560 app is the forwarder, the high load capacity, small turning radius, minimal environmental impact, and the 560C is the high performance harvester and forwarder in one, but now only available in harvester mode. I don't know why. You say they're both all in one, and it's only one. So you got a harvester and a forwarder, 2 different options, new stuff for today. Now we got a few in-game we want to show off. This is a flour mill. And if we go to productions, flour mill modernized. This is interesting for one simple fact. ADUB modding. It is all platforms. It has inputs for diesel and wheat and 300,000 liters of storage. It costs 100 grand. If we go down to it, and of course we save your normal wheat or normal flours plus corn flour, which is different. So diesel plus corn equals flour, which is a lot of flour, and chaff. This does produce chaff as a byproduct, which is sort of interesting. I've been told that chaff is usually created when it's harvested. But it's an interesting concept. You got diesel, another product, another recipe, and a chaff output. So if you want to make extra chaff while you're making your flowers, here's your option. 100 grand, it's worth a shot. Next we have the IMT. This is PC only. It is in large tractors. There we go. 360 horsepower. It is articulated. It is a big, beefy looking thing. 18 miles an hour. You got different tire brands. You got the tracks, the Lizard tracks, Trelleborgs, all different varieties here. Wheel weights, twins, standards, your Michelins, wides, wheels, twins, without fenders, long exhaust, short exhaust. Your engine setup, this is where it gets crazy. Goes up to 500 horsepower. Your big boy. And a license plate. Again, this is cheap. It is 100 grand. None of these, except the engine setup, cost anything. So it is a cheap, large horsepower option for you. Pretty cool. Again, PC only. And then lastly, we have a truck option. Our Fiat 682N4 is 61 grand. Looks like it holds everything. You got configuration license plate for the map, which is interesting. 60s. Let's try that. Got a capacity from 11,000 and 15,000. Two different options with the sideboards there. Your main colors. Not too many. A little bit. Flame red. Gray fog. Some cool choices. Again, standard. That's your 60s era license plates, apparently. Or your map. We're on Elm Creek. They're going to stay the same. But a neat little truck. Something to try. And finally today we have the AGI free DLC. You see here. AGI pack download only. PC and Mac only. Click that link. Fill out a little form. Only works with the new update. See what we got. A lot of conveyors. All these are different conveyors. Obviously, some of these fill, some of these unload. Bunch of different options for you. This one turns, this is a seed treater. This will turn your grain into seed. You fill this up with your seed treater, which comes now in the pallet section. Dump your grain into there. Comes out here. It's not high enough to go into a bin. It doesn't raise up that high, so it's going to be a trailer, usually. I tested it earlier. 1,600 liters of wheat turned into 3,200 liters of seed. So you get a ratio of 1 to 2 from crop to seed. Interesting concept. Again, I'd like it if it goes up higher into a bin, but put it in a trailer and then dump it into a bin. Conveyor to conveyor, however you want to do it. A seed treater, create your own seeds with that. Now the pack also comes with this shed, which is a fairly decent looking shed. I like it. It is a medium-sized shed, not too huge, not too small. And then you have these three smaller bins. They are a smaller footprint, which I really like. And they do all require the augers, but they are neat. You got 5,200,000 or 70,000, 500,000, or excuse me, 500,000 down to 73,000. Different sizes, and then lastly, you have the big 5 million one with the Neko grain dryer. I have tried several times to figure out this out. I think the grain dryer is purely decorative. I could not get it to work. If any of you out there can figure out how to get that to actually dry stuff, let me know. I don't know if it's decorative. They don't say. There's no more information about it. But it is a large, nice silo. It's got the dryer on there. Whether it works or it's map specific, I don't know. I haven't seen any information on it other than what's right here. It is a free add-on. Again, you have to fill out a short form to download it. But other than that, it is 3 very cool bins, a shed, and 5 augers, 1 being a seed treater. That is a lot for today. That is mod time for today. If you like this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, please. Leave some comments down below. Tell me what I missed. Tell me how to do it better. But until next time.
Tony's mod time. It's mod time with Tony. Me, I'm Tony, and these are the mods. Mod time.